Hello and welcome to episode 1 of my Kerbal Career vanilla playthrough. I decided to, after years of playing modded versions of Kerbal, take it back to nothing but the DLCs, the Breaking Ground and the Making History. And I added some visual mods, but other than that, we're all stock parts, we're stock career. Very basic settings. The only thing I did change is I added action groups from the beginning just to avoid frustration, but thought it'd be fun to go back to the basics, play a career playthrough from the beginning. So we're going to grab our first couple of contracts as usual, the gather scientific data from Kerbin, just our how to do science contract, and we will couple that with launching our first vessel. So we're not going to do anything super unique here, just build the typical stock vessel that just about everybody starts out with the very first set of parts. So get our command module down. We don't have any fuel tanks because we don't have any liquid engines yet. So we'll go with the flea booster, solid rocket booster. I don't think we need anything structural. Just looking through to see what our beginning parts are. We do have some fins, so we'll just put a few of them on there to help with aerodynamics. Make us travel a little more bullet-like. Nothing on thermal, electrical, no communications. For our science, we do have the mystery here, so we're going to leave that at 3 so that we can get this from a few different places for our first flight. So we can get it from the launch pad, flying, and then in our splashdown. So we'll take 3 of those. And the all-important parachute. Alright, staging does look good. Drag it down here a little bit so it's not hovering way up in the air. Very basic, but I think this will accomplish what we need for our first flight. Oh, let's just go for it. Because I am super creative with naming, we will start with Alpha 1. We'll even make it Mark 1. Alpha 1, Mark 1. There's a lot of firsts in that name. Once we've launched, we can go ahead and do all the science that we can collect from the launch pad. We'll observe our goo. And we can't do EVAs while flying yet because we have to upgrade the complex, but we can do them on the ground. So we hop out here, take our EVA report, and we'll collect all the data from our crew report and store it back in the capsule, and that'll give us the opportunity to do one while we are flying. Jeb can throw on the SAS. Go ahead and get these pinned over on the side, just so they're ready. A little bit easier than clicking on it while it's flying. So a lot of times I like to just get this set up. get our goo while we're flying. And our crew report over the KSC. Go ahead and close that. Everything we will need now will be at splashdown. At our apogee here, we'll go ahead and deploy our chute, and that should stay unfurled for until we get down to about 500, which should take just a couple of minutes. Now that we've landed, we can observe our goo from the water. Take the EVA and our EVA report. Also, we can take everything out of the capsule and restore it, and that way we can get a crew report before we recover this. And get 2 more science added on top. So we collected a total of 44 science on that. That's not bad for the first flight. Got our crew reports, EVA reports, another crew report, another EVA. 3 mystery goos. A little bit of money back. The mystery goos are the most expensive parts of returning those and the parachute. Got us some money back, and Jeb gets 1 XP. All right, let's take a look here and see what we can pick up for our next set of contracts. We have a hull, a hammer. Now that's a little bit high. I don't think we're ready for that just yet. This one is a little bit lower, but the speed, we need to get to 530 meters per second to test the flea. I think we can do this. I do want to pick up another set of parts before we try it, but we'll go ahead and take this one. That should be easy enough to get done. Don't think we're going to spend everything we've got here, but we will get the first tier. Go ahead and pick that up. That way we've got a liquid engine, some fuel tanks. And then I think for the next tier, what we're going to do is we'll just pick up the survivability here because we get our barometer, so we can do some extra science.
Well, that was a successful flight. We're up to a total of 57 science now. It's a good thing we went ahead and picked up the barometer. We were able to get a lot of pressure scans. We've got enough science now. We can finish out this second tier. Or, yeah, we can't quite afford the Science Junior there yet. So we'll go ahead get another engine and a little bit larger fuel tank. Pop back in over to our contract, see what we can do next. We could escape the atmosphere with the technology we have, but maybe we'll save that one more flight. We'll work on that in just a minute. We have a bunch of testing parts. Let's see here. We could test the parachute between 2 and 10, 50 and 210. It's a pretty broad range, so that should be very doable. We'll go ahead and grab that one. And we have another. Well, that's still the hammer. We could, let's see, 4,000 to 8,000 and 10 to 70. That overlaps nicely with our other contracts, so we'll grab that as well. Another successful flight. We filled out those contracts. Didn't pick up any science, but the contracts are done. And I think that's going to set us up nicely for our next flight where we're going to try to get out of the atmosphere. But for now, I think that's all. I'd appreciate it if you'd like, subscribe, do all that sort of stuff. And if you like content like this or have some suggestions, feel free to leave it in the comments.